Hey guys, what's going on? So today I'm going to be talking about this NFL young quarterback confidence ranking from CBSSports.com because I don't really know how I feel about it. I don't think I feel good about it, but let's just go through this. So this article is titled NFL Young Quarterback Confidence Rankings from 1 through 17. Most and least trusted QBs from the last 3 drafts. So in the first couple paragraphs, the author kind of explains this confidence ranking isn't really just saying, oh, this is the best quarterback, this is the worst quarterback. He's also taking into account the team situation, the coaching situation, and also this virtual situation specifically for the rookies, because these rookies are learning their NFL playbooks virtually and doing their NFL training virtually. I mean, yeah, everyone's doing their NFL training virtually, but these rookies, it's their first time, obviously, ever doing NFL training, so probably is a little bit tougher for them. So coming in at number 1 on the list is obviously Lamar Jackson. It makes total sense. At number 2 on the list, we have Kyler Murray, and you might be like, oh, that's a little high, but I don't think so. Kyler Murray is for real. Team situation-wise, that offensive line could be better, but listen, they have DeAndre Hopkins, they have Larry Fitzgerald, they have a really good team and some really good players to go around him on that offense. So Kyler Murray, watch out for him next season. Number 3 on the list. So this one I feel a lot of people might feel strongly about, and that is Josh Allen. So Josh Allen is ranked number 3 on this list, and I feel like people either really like Josh Allen or really think he's bad. Team-wise, obviously they traded for Stephon Diggs. They made the playoffs last year. He looked a little lost towards the end of that game versus Houston. Obviously they lost that game. But this is really going to be a big year for him. So I guess it's not terrible, but I know some people who don't like Josh Allen will probably be like, why is he number 3? Personally, I don't hate having him number 3. Okay, so at number 4, we have Tua Tagovailoa. And I just gotta say, I don't agree with this, because if we're talking about confidence in a quarterback, this quarterback is coming off an injury. He's a rookie. Miami, yeah, they made a bunch of moves this offseason, but I don't know if I would automatically say Tua is the quarterback I have the fourth most confidence in throughout the next few seasons, because we haven't seen him play in the NFL after that injury. Apparently he's fully recovered, but I want to see him play first before I say I have confidence in him. And I'm kind of surprised he went in front of Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow went number 5 on this list. So the Bengals didn't have a ton of playmakers last season, but that's because AJ Green was hurt. He's healthy now. They have Joe Mixon in that backfield. They drafted T. Higgins in the 2nd round. So I think 5 is fair for Joe Burrow. I don't think his team setting is terrible. So even though people like to joke about the Bengals, the offense, it could be pretty decent. So 5, I guess that's fine for Joe Burrow. At number 6, he has Sam Darnold, and I don't know if I really agree with this one as well. The Jets improved their offensive line. It's still not great. As he mentions in this article, they don't have a good schedule. And Sam Darnold really hasn't shown me anything where I'd be like, wow, look at him. He's played fine. He's had bad moments and decent moments, but nothing that has amazed me yet. So I don't know if I would put him number 6. I think that's a little high for him. At number 7 is Gardner Minshew, and I think this is high for Minshew because Jacksonville just traded away so many key players. Yeah, it was on the defensive end, but that team probably isn't going to be good next year, and they might even draft a quarterback next year if they're bad enough and they have a good spot in the draft and he doesn't play well. They could draft a guy like Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence if they do that bad. So I don't know if I put Minshew at 7. Baker Mayfield comes in at number 8 on this list, and I think that's fair because he had that good rookie season but a bad season last year. So 8 is kind of middle of the pack, and I guess that's where he should be right now. Jarrett Stidham is number 9 on this ranking. And I don't understand this because I feel Stidham is the biggest wild card out of almost all the quarterbacks on this list. People just don't know how he is going to play in the NFL. Tom Brady didn't have playmakers to throw to last season. How is Jarrett Stidham going to perform now in a similar offense? I don't know. I feel like he's just a huge wild card. I have no idea how he's going to be. I'll just say that. I have no idea how this guy is going to play. But that's why I wouldn't put him as number 9, because how could you have confidence in like a huge wild card? Sorry if my camera angle changed a little bit. My camera died, so I had to fix that. But back on track here, Jarrett Stidham was number 9 on this list. Number 10 on this list, you guys are going to be mad at. You guys are going to think this guy should be ranked way higher, and I totally agree with you. Number 10 on this CBS Sports ranking is Drew Lock. I just did a video on this guy, obviously, and I believe he should be higher than Jarrett Stidham, than Gardner Minshew, than Sam Darnold. I don't understand how you could say Gardner Minshew is in a better team situation than Drew Lock, or that Gardner Minshew is better than Drew Lock, just comparing the two without their teams. I don't believe Gardner Minshew is. So I don't think Drew Lock should be number 10. I think he should be higher. Number 11 on this list is Daniel Jones. How could you disrespect my guy Danny Dimes like that? He has multiple games where he had 4 or more touchdown passes. I don't know. I think the team is better than last season. I think the offensive line is finally improved. But I don't know. I just don't think he should be number 11. At number 12 is Dwayne Haskins. And like I said in multiple videos, last year he was kind of thrown into the fire over there in Washington. Obviously fired their head coach in the middle of the season. He was thrown into the middle of the game versus the Giants. That's how he made his debut. He's just not in a good situation, and it's not his fault. Number 13 on this list is Justin Herbert. This article says he could maybe not play all of next season. I guess we'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't really feel any way about this. I guess 13 is fine for him. Number 14 on this list is Jordan Love. Yeah, probably won't play next season. Probably won't play the season after that unless some crazy trade happens with Aaron Rodgers, but I guess that makes sense. Number 15 is Mason Rudolph. I don't think he's going to be a franchise QB, and that's what this article says too. The article says he would be surprised if he actually plays after Big Ben and is Big Ben's successor. Number 16 on this list is Ryan Finley. So yeah, Joe Burrow is going to be the quarterback in Cincinnati. And number 17 on this list, Josh Rosen. Josh Rosen, wow, what happened to Josh Rosen? Just unlucky situations, I guess. I don't think he got enough time to prove himself, honestly, but we'll see what happens with him if anything else does happen with him. If he gets traded from the Dolphins and goes to a team that will actually start him. Alright guys, so this ranking was interesting. There are a few guys who I believe really shouldn't have been ranked that high, like Gardner Minshew, Sam Darnold, Tua Tagovailoa. And there's also guys who I think should have been ranked higher, mostly or mainly Drew Lock, Daniel Jones, but people are going to say, oh, that's my bias. But I do think he should be higher than number 11. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Let me know what you think of this ranking. I'll link it down below in the description so you guys can go through it yourselves. And that's it. Peace out.